Good morning. My name is Brian Wilgus from Transpo Industries. I'm the Northeast Regional Manager for Transpo, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about polymer concrete and cold weather applications. Start my timer here. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with polymer concretes. T17 is a MMA resin, a methyl methacrylate resin, so there's no water in this. What this does is create an exothermic reaction, so that helps the ability for this to cure in very cold temperatures. It can be used for a variety of different types of repairs, from patching, full depth, pretty much whatever you're getting into, including new construction and rehab. Probably the key advantage to using a polymer concrete is the wide temperature range. So we have two models or two versions. We have a cold weather, which can be placed at -14 degrees, and our standard version can be placed at 20 degrees. And you get all the benefits shown on this slide. Again, various applications. We've been used for joints, repairs, patching, joint closure pores, pretty much anything you're getting involved with. There are three components. The first is a primer, which is placed before you place the polymer concrete. It can be controlled, the set time can be controlled based on the temperature that you're working in. And then the concrete powder and the resin are combined together just like you'd mix a normal concrete. And if you need to add aggregate, that can be added for deeper repairs. Again, it's a prime, mix, and apply. The area to be primed needs to be completely primed, and we actually have a steel primer. So if you're working on a joint that is abutting a steel face joint, we have a primer for that. The concrete will bond to that steel, which is an added benefit compared to other cementitious products. The key in the application process with using a polymer concrete is you do want to be very specific with the amount of resin that you use that's recommended. Cementitious products, there's usually a range, and it can vary within that range. This you want to be a little bit more concise, but it provides for the results that you're actually looking for. Again, it places just like a normal concrete, so it's very easy. There's no special tools. It can be struck off just like you work with normal concrete. And this is all in cold weather temperatures. Physical properties, pretty standard stuff. I have some more information over at the table if you want to look at that. Again, we range from anywhere from closures to spall repairs, deck patches, and everywhere in between. It can go as low or as thin as 1/2 inch, and it can go deeper than 2 feet. We've actually had some pours where it's been 4, 5, and 6 feet. A key point here with polymer concrete is it can be used as an alternative to UHPC. We have some independent studies done which compares polymer concrete to UHPC, and I have some information over at the table on that, but it's very good for cold weather applications, especially when you're doing accelerated bridge closures and you want to extend that working season into the colder temperatures. We do a lot of work at airports. Currently, we are being used at LaGuardia, JFK, and Newark. I'm not sure if anybody gets involved in airport work here, but it does show the diversity of the product, that it can be trusted at major international airports all over the country and all over the world. Kind of the same reasons that you'd use a PC for a bridge deck is the same reason you use it in an airport. The fast setting, high strength, and very rapid set times, especially in cold weather. Just a couple of the other benefits for using it. Our typical set time is usually within 1 hour. Again, it can be mixed in small batches and buckets, but it can also be used in larger barrel mixers. So depending on the type of repair or the project that you're working on, it has that diversity to do very small patching or very large projects. And I'll be over at my booth if anybody has any questions. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Yeah, do we have any quick questions? I'm excited about other locations that you're using it. So definitely other states.
Yep, New York State uses quite a bit of it. We've done a lot of approach slab repairs in the early spring, March and April. We're used continuously throughout the season, especially at LaGuardia Airport, which is, if anyone doesn't know, part of LaGuardia is one way is a pre-stressed bridge deck. So when you're flying into LaGuardia, you're actually landing on a bridge. And they do a lot of those repairs in November and December just because the air traffic's a little slower and we do it on weekends.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.